Ironheads versus the Hunters. Game 2 of the season for West Durham. Scary stuff early on in the first for the Ironheads. Goalie Tyler Newman seemed to tweak his back going for a save. He had to leave the game, but he would end up returning. It wasn't all bad for the Ironheads in the first. They outscored the Hunters 7-2, including that sweet snipe by Kyle Robson for his 100th point of his career. Ironheads up 7-2 at the end of the first. Second period, here come the Hunters. It's a fast break opportunity, and Hunters captain Kerry Kane would make no mistake on getting that one to go. And then he comes up with a second fast break, stealing the ball. Kane goes all the way and gives it to Ainan Patton, who finishes it. The Hunters outscored the Ironheads 5-2 in the second period to bring it within 2 goals. That caused things to get heated. After a hard hit on Keegan White by Hunters Craig McGowan, Kyle Robson gets into his face defending his teammate. They were both sent to the penalty box with majors for high sticking and unsportsmanlike conduct. White was also injured on the play, but he would return and score on the very next possession. Ironheads were up 9-7 at the end of the second. Third period, it was all Hunters. Jake Rice with the shot, and that brings it within 1. Later on, after an Ironhead goal, Tessie Oakes brings it within 1 again for the Hunters. Tyler Newman did all he could on that one. And with 4 seconds left in the game, it was Eric McComber for the Hunters that scores the goal and ties the game at 10, and that means overtime for this one. In the extra period, the hero of the night for the Ironheads was the rookie, Jacob Hickey, in only his second game of the season, scoring late in overtime to push the Ironheads over the top. He would finish with 2 goals and an assist as the Ironheads win 12-10 in extra periods.
Well, good game. First off, just quick reaction. How do you feel hitting the game winner?
Felt good. It's only my second game with the team, so it's really exciting. Got to hand it to the defense. They battled all overtime, and so just got it done. It wasn't pretty, but we got it done. So
A little too close for comfort there at the end. You guys got out to a really big lead. What kind of helped you guys stay confident?
I think the guys stayed positive on the bench, which was good to see. We struggled with that last year. But, yeah, and Newman came and made a couple big saves there, which really helped us ease the bench.
Well, listen, it kind of looked like you tweaked your back there. What happened?
Last week while I was at work, I had pulled a muscle in my back there, and I went to go make a save, and I extended a little funny, and it just felt like a tweak. Yeah. Decided to come out for a second, make sure everything was all right.
I mean, in the second period, you guys were kind of, losing it there, but then you guys caught back up and finished the game strong. What kind of kept you through it? Kept you going through it?
This year it's going to be big for us to stay positive on the bench. I know last year we struggled with that quite a bit, and I think that made the biggest difference in tonight's game, going into the last 20 seconds of the third, and then starting in the overtime. Everybody stayed positive, did their job, and we were able to come out with a win.
You had some pretty nice saves at the end of the third period there. What was going through your head in those last 30 seconds?
Honestly, man, I was trying not to puke. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was just trying to get anything and everything in front of the ball, right? Yeah. Just get even a centimeter of it, just to try and get the ball into the corner. Thankfully, it worked, and we were able to come out with 2 points.